Seems like the world is different. Like, our next president might be some reality show star or something really weird. Anyway, let's talk fantasy football. Alright, so as usual, for week 9, who's up first? Of course, me. The AnCapistanians and the Fighting Mcafees, who will just remain to be called the Flailing Mcafees, because what? You lost to me. I'm just that awesome. The AnCapistanians took advantage of 30.10 points from Mark Ingram and 22.48 from Blake Bortles to destroy the Flailing Mcafees, 92.48 to 64.42. The Flailing Mcafees, now 3-6, sits just 2 games back of the AnCapistanians, who is now 5-4. But point totals show they should be happy with that because they are a lot further behind. They are 882.88 to 661.62. The beatdown gave the Flailing Mcafees 5 blowout losses, haha, sucker, on the year. Both teams left points off the scoreboard in this one, as the AnCapistanians started one play with 0 points. It was a sad day. That was unfortunate for me. And the Flailing Mcafees also served up 2. Now, hold on. I gotta check who in the world gave me 0 points, because I already forgot. Interesting. Well, Tennessee just had no defense. Whatever. Guess that's not much of a surprise. Okay then. Well, moving right along. Alright. Next up, Jim Bob's Cooters against Kim Jong-il's best team ever. Jordy Nelson and Matthew Stafford are going to have sore backs tomorrow after carrying Jim Bob's Cooters. You. Carrying Cooters on your back. To victory over Kim Jong-il's best team ever, 83.46 to 64.48. It'd be much more funny if it was 69. They scored 18.90 and 15.76 points, respectively. While each team completely failed to meet expectations, Jim Bob's Cooters got the win with just 79.9%. Also would be much more funny if it was 69.69% of a projected 104.45 points. Free falling like Tom Petty in this cheesy-ass line, Kim Jong-il's best team ever suffered a significant drop in scoring from last week's 119.74 to 82.10 win against A Team Has No Name. And just to remind you, A Team Has No Name, you're lame. You're lame. You suck. A Team Has No Name. You suck. Anyway, when assigning blame following this loss, Kim Jong-il's best team ever can look in the mirror. Did anybody just hear any Michael Jackson start up? It started I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Okay. They started the player with 0 points. Derrick Henry. Jim Bob's Cooters, 3-6 with 775.52 points, climbs into 15th place. And Kim Jong-il's best team ever, now 4-5 with 815.86 points, drops to 11th place. Well, maybe you guys should start looking in the mirror. Change your ways. Just a thought. Next up, Vociferous Ignorance against Imma Lose to Kim, and somebody should go ahead and maybe send somebody over to Dave's house and see if he's still alive, because at 40.38 points in his loss, I'm starting to think he might not be breathing anymore, so somebody should send some help and make sure the poor guy's still alive. Anyway, Melvin Gordon, whose 34.10 points were the highest point total by a player this week, carried Vociferous Ignorance past Imma Lose to Kim, 96.80 to 40.38. Imma Lose to Kim may need a Happy Meal with some french fries to pick up their spirits after dropping their 5th straight, or maybe a resurrection, because he might not be breathing. Imma Lose to Kim, coming off an 85.08 to 78.00 loss against the Fighting Mcafees, aka the Flailing Mcafees, saw their scoring drop off this week, because he might have fallen off a cliff. This game tape won't be broken down at upcoming coaching clinics, as both missed scoring opportunities. Vociferous Ignorance had 1 starter turn in 0 points, and Imma Lose had 5, because he's no longer alive to move any of his players around. Vociferous Ignorance, now 5-4, with 816.46 points, climbs into 10th place. And Imma Lose, now 3-6, with 701.34 points, sinks into 7th place. And might be 6 feet under. So somebody go check on that guy. That'd be great. That's what friends are for. The team has no name against PutinHarambe. Jimmy Graham registered 26.30 points, an improvement on the projected 9.22. Oh, Jimmy Graham's doing things. That's amazing. I haven't been paying any attention. As a team has no name, got past PutinHarambe 98.64 to 73.26. PutinHarambe may need a Happy Meal. Oh my goodness, they just now put this cheesy line in the Yahoo machine, and they're going to use the crap out of it along with the Tom Petty junk anyway. May need a Happy Meal with some french fries to pick up their spirits after dropping their 6th straight. For PutinHarambe, Tyrod Taylor and Golden Tate played the roles of Maverick and Goose, here we go, cheesy lines, scoring 26.86 and 19.50 points, respectively. To make matters worse, PutinHarambe had 3 starters put up zeros. A team has no name, now 6-3 with 948.28 points, climbs into 3rd place, and PutinHarambe, now 2-7 with 680.60 points, stays locked in last place. Actually, the french fries sound really good right now. Dez for Prez against Strippers for Christ. Dez for Prez got the 2nd highest score by a player this week, 32.50 points from Mike Evans, and annihilated Strippers for Christ. 107-224. Wait, whoa. I just did the crazy thing, and apparently I cannot read. Let me try that again. Annihilated Strippers for Christ, 107.24 to 66.42. There we go, reading comprehension. The beating gave Dez for Prez 3 blowout wins on the season. Strippers for Christ suffered a significant drop in scoring from last week's 106.52 to 95.60 loss against Vociferous Ignorance. To make matters worse, Strippers for Christ had 2 starters score 0 points. Martellus Bennett and Chandler Cantazaro. Dez for Prez, now 6-3 with 857.38 points, climbs into 6th place. And Strippers for Christ, now 5-4 with 833 points and 833.76 points, drops to 9th place. And apparently I'm going to have to take a break so I can figure out how to read again. Ugh. Goodness. Ugh. Okay, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be Dez Nutz or Dez Nutz, because it's only D-E-Z. Okay. Dez Nutz or Dez Nutz against Mr. Me-Aggie. Well, Dez Nutz, 16th place with 3, now at 3-6 with 734.34 points. Like the heroes of every children's sports movie, I still have not learned to read. Goodness. Defy expectations, believe in themselves, and kick Mr. Me-Aggie, who is 7-2, 899.62 points, out of the league's top spot. Yes, finally! After beating them 93.26 to 67.88, Michael Thomas got 21.80 points, and Mike Wallace scored 20.40. Mr. Me-Aggie failed to live up to expectations and scored only 78.7% of a projected 86.24, while Dez, or possibly Dez Nutz, put up 6.4% more points than projected, which was 87.69. Free fallen, whatever, skipping that, Mr. Me-Aggie suffered a significant drop in scoring from last week's 138.92 to 81.92 win against PutinHarambe, and nobody feels sorry for you either, sucker. Yeah, Fustercluck against Atlas Dab. Fustercluck played out of their minds. You know, like a cluster. Fuck. Oh no. Did I just say the F word? Fuck. Anyway, played out of their minds, registering the 2nd highest score of the season to get past Atlas Dab, 142.48 to 106.42. Atlas Dab, who only scored 96.0 96.5, there we go, percent of the projected 110.29 points. Made it easy on Fustercluck, who won by a scoring 38.6% more than their projected 102.83 points. AnCapistanians was coming off a 103.32 to 85.2 loss against the AnCapistanians, sucker, and saw their scoring increase this week. Fustercluck, now 3-6 with 833.92 points, climbs into 14th place, while AnCapistanians, 2-7, 845.48 points, sinks into 19th place. I guess I might have to put an explicit tag on here or something. Wait, no, I'm just an explicit human being. Now I'm just gonna deal with it. Suckers! Daka Prescott, who is one half of the Pizza-ist group, and you'll get that story in the next review. We'll get to that later. Now, and he was up against Nazicake. Daka Prescott put on a show in this matchup, registering the second highest score this week to destroy Nazicake, because cakes are tasty. And I would also destroy Nazi. Anyway, 115.80 to 33.64. This was a bragging rights result, with the 82.16 point margin of victory being the highest recorded in the league this season. Nazicake, coming off an 85.80 to 63.40 loss against Jim Bob's Cooters, saw their scoring fall off this week. On top of the loss, Nazicake had 5 starters put up zeros. Ouch, that sucks. Daka Prescott, who is now 6-3 with 944.64 points, climbs into 4th place, and Nazicake, who is now 5-4 with 874.26 points, drops to 8th place. Let's see. I'm going to see what's going on with Nazicake here. I'm convinced Nazicake is no longer paying attention to the league, but that's okay. I guess everybody can get their free wins now, because Nazicake has just disappeared off the planet somewhere. Now, Little Caesar's Legion against Harambe We Trust. And let me tell you about this man here, Little Caesar's Legion, who is a pizza-ist over here that has decided that apparently this country only needs Little Caesar's pizza, and me being the AnCap who thinks that we should have any style and brand of pizza we'd like, you know, apparently he wants to build a wall and not allow us to have any other pizza, and has decided that this AnCap just cannot have choices. So, you know, I just think that he has privilege here and just can't understand, and, you know, he's riding some sort of high, like he can just choose whatever pizza this country needs and then just keep out all the rest of the pizzas, and I just think that's a very bigoted thing to do. And Daka Prescott over there has decided that he's in agreement here, and I just don't appreciate that. So you pizzaists, you two, you can go somewhere else with your Little Caesar pizza. Your pizzaists and your bigots and your privilege, you know, I don't appreciate that. I think you need to be silenced. I don't appreciate it, and you know, stop discriminating and oppressing people like me, okay? Because I just want to be able to freely roam and grab whatever pizza I would like. Thank you. Thank you. You guys can go to my GoFundMe page and donate some money so I can topple the pizzas. That'd be great, because we can't have those kind of people in office. So, alright guys, we need to topple them. Okay? Now back to the fantasy football. Little Caesar's Legion picked up their 6th win in as many matchups when they defeated Harambe We Trust, 111.52 to 85.96. They got a boost from Latavius Murray, who got the 3rd highest score of the week. In contrast to streakers at a sporting event, the streak was actually useful, since starting their win streak in Week 4, Little Caesar's disgusting, bigoted Pizza-ist Legion has leaped from 9th place to claim the top spot in the league. These privileged people always gotta be on top. They're doing it by scoring a lot of points, and they own the 6th highest overall point total in the league, averaging 96.08 points per matchup, and it's just unfair. You should be able to just redistribute all of those points to all of the underprivileged teams. To make matters worse, Harambe We Trust got 0 points from Jeremy Macklin, and that's not fair either. Harambe We Trust falls to 5th place with a 6-3 record. Little Caesar's bigoted Pizza-ist Legion has not had a loss since Week 3 and goes to 8-1. I really think we need to have a vote to redistribute all of these points and wins, because, you know, this is not fair. I thought, we're supposed to be equal, and everybody should get a participation trophy at the end of the season. So everybody raise your hands if you agree. Thank you. Grammar Führers against the Sons of Odin. Just like Batman and Robin, Matt Ryan and Alan Robinson were a deadly combo for Grammar Führers, leading the way to a 176 to 92.10 victory over the Sons of Odin, aka the shit-sipping Furtanas. They put up 27 points, 76, and 17.10 points respectively. Grammar Führers beat their projections and put up 15.5% more than their projected 87.24 points, while the Sons of Odin fell just short of projections and scored 98.7% of a projected 93.36. For the Sons of Odin, Rashad Matthews and Matt Forte played the roles of Maverick and Goose, scoring 21.30 and 16.20 points respectively. The outcome might have been different. The Sons of Odin had a starter score 0 points. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, don't worry, I feel your pain there, because my defense decided, they just were gonna chill on the bench and just never be on the field. Grammar Führers now 4-5 with 815.20 points. Guess what? That's not a winning record. Just so you know. Climbs into 12th place, and the Sons of Odin 4-5, also not a winning record, with 780.76 points, drops to 13th place. Yeah, well, sorry guys, you're at the bottom half of the bracket. You're kind of, not doing so well. I'm just gonna rub that one in. Feels painful, doesn't it? Just rub some salt in that wound. So, what's up for week 10? Well, we got me, the AnCapistanians against Vociferous Ignorance. Well, let's just say he's gonna lose. Jim Bob's Cooters against PutinHarambe. I'm gonna go with, oh gosh, that's a hard one. I'll go with Jim Bob's Cooters because I like Cooters. Anyway, I'm gonna lose to Kim, against Dez for Prez. I need somebody to confirm if Dave is still alive, so I guess I'll go with Dez for Prez on that one. Team has no name against possibly Dez or Dez Nutz. Again with Team has no name. Strippers for Christ against the pizzaist, the bigoted pizzaist, this one who just wants to segregate himself and leave all of us pro-choice pizzaers on the other side of the wall. I just don't want to talk about that matchup. And Mr. Me-Aggie against Grammar Führers. Sorry. I'm going to have to go with Mr. Me-Aggie on that one. Fustercluck against the Flailing McAfees. I think the Flailing McAfees are just going to flail just hard enough to win that one. Daka Prescott, the other half of the pizza is bigots with the privilege. Forget you, man. Forget you. Why can't you be pro-choice, jerk? Pro-choice with the pizza. And kmJongiLsBestTeamEvr. I'm not going to talk about that matchup either. Atlas Dab against Harambe We Trust. Sorry, Harambe's going to win that. And Nazicake against the Sons of Odin. Well, Nazicake has disappeared off the planet, so I'm going to give that one to the Sons of Odin. Alright, guys. There you go. Now, I'm going to go, hold my couch down and watch some Thursday Night Football. Talk to you next week.